There are people that will try to keep you in the same position by pushing their insecurities on you and projecting their insecurities onto you. So if they're the type of person that doesn't like to take risks and they kind of look at the negative side of everything, and you are close with this individual, and let's say you want to try something new, like go after, like, I don't know, like some type of dream, or go after some type of business opportunity, and say the business opportunity is like in New York or something. This individual will push all of their negative thoughts onto you, their fears and the things that they are actually like scared of, which, you know, the things that they are, the reasons behind why they are avoiding doing these types of things, or going after the types of things that you are now going after. So say if you wanted to go to New York because you have a new business opportunity or something, they will be like, well, you know, there's a lot of violence that happens in New York, right? Like, you know, like 27 people just got robbed in New York, like, you know that, right? Or, you know, the weather's real bipolar there. It's not very... These big ass ants. Yeah, they'll say things like, you know, that specific, I don't know, that specific category of a job is so difficult to really succeed at, you know that, right? Like, majority of the people fall off when they try to do that. Or they'll say things like, you know, that's not really something a lot of people like, so you might not want to do it. I'll be like, I could never do nothing like that. Like, I'm just not the type of person that wants to switch it up. I like things to be the same. I like to know what's actually going to happen. And, you know, majority of people fail at that particular thing, so I would never want to do something like that. And that's just the nature of the types of things they would say to you whenever you try any new thing. And it's like, you'll start to notice like a pattern. It seems like every time you are wanting to try something new, or you're wanting to go after something that you want to go after, this individual is kind of being negative. And they, again, are just pushing their insecurities onto you. They're projecting those things. They feel like them as an individual going after certain things, they're afraid to fail at certain things. They're afraid to try anything new. They're afraid to take any sort of type of risk. They are worried about what other people think about them. They are probably also the same type of individual that is relies on other people's validation, which is why they would care about how they are perceived by other people, because they seek external validation. Whenever you are seeking external validation, you're not even living for yourself anymore. It's kind of like similar to, like, this isn't always necessarily like a bad thing, but like how if you have parents that say they want you to be like a mailman or something, but you want to be a librarian or something like that, and they just continuously push on the whole mailman thing to you. That's a good example of that. You don't want to like disappoint your parents, and you want to do what they want because you do desire their validation, and so you don't be the librarian. Instead, you go and be the mailman. And it's the same situation. It's like, you know, whenever you are relying on external validation in any sense, it's like you are literally not living for yourself, and you will miss out on opportunities. But the whole point of this video is just to bring light so that you can recognize these traits in individuals that might be around you in your space. If you kind of are trying to do something and you just kind of always wonder why it either doesn't work out, or why you end up changing your mind about it after speaking to certain types of people, that could be why. You know, because some people speak to their friends like, hey friend, should I get this blue jacket or this red jacket? That's a really basic example, but people take it as far as asking or talking to their friends about, like, again, their opportunities and stuff. And that's not a bad thing. It's just in the sense of when you start to notice somebody's kind of constantly being negative towards any opportunity that you're saying. And it's a difference of giving like honest, critique information, like just giving you genuine advice, as far as, like, say if it is like a super risky type of thing, and they're just giving you some input about it, but it's not just always a negative thing to where you could kind of tell, again, that it's just like an insecurity thing on their behalf, as far as what they wouldn't do in their own life.